All right. Well, hello and welcome, you guys. Welcome and hello. Today is Mother Truckin' Thursday, which means that it's another Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You know, I can't do that thing anymore where I put all the timestamps up here. I haven't been able to do that in a really long time, but my main man, Jeremy V, I thought I saw him in the chat. Maybe my eyes was playing tricks on me. That's a very good chance of that. My main man, Jeremy V, in the chat, he's going to be collecting all those timestamps, and they're going to be the first pinned comment right underneath this video. So for anybody watching on the replay, that's where the timestamps are. First pinned comment down underneath this video. But we have a full action. We're already going to run long. I can already tell that we're running long. We got some OhmBoyOC God juice here today. It showed up. It arrived. I'm really excited. It's the God juice, and we're going to vape it for the very random liquid tasting a little bit later in the vlog, but we're going to be going through, I don't know, most of the segments tonight. I have some what I've been vaping stuff. I definitely have a beer. I definitely have a retro vaping. I got the God juice liquid tasting. We have some mail. I have some mail from a sponsor, you guys. There is going to be a sponsor of this of my live streams in general, and I'm not talking about this sponsor.
Vaping is better than smoking. Technically, yes, but so what? Technically, yes, but so what?
But so what? But so what? I'm not talking about Andy. I like calling him Andy for some reason now. Andrew Cuomo, Andy Cuomo up there in New York. Not that sponsor. Like, seriously, a legitimate sponsor. I mean, it's my first one for live streams, so I feel pretty good about that. We're also going to have some news and advocacy. We're going to be covering a bunch of stuff in the news and advocacy. It's going to be a little bit rapid fire, so just get excited about that. Be ready for that. And I guess the first thing we're going to do is that one thing, where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. And like I said earlier, the slate is being wiped clean for this. Slate's being wiped clean. And although I said the slate was being wiped clean for this, I went back and I saw an old one that I thought, damn it, that one's good. That one could be helpful to some people. But seriously, get some videos in. You could be featured on this vlog. It takes no effort. Everybody has a phone. You just record a video and you go, hey, GrimmGreen, it's me. Watch me vape. Okay, bye. Epstein didn't kill himself. Thank you so much. Bing. And then just send it over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. I love hearing from my subscribers. So if you want to be featured on the vlog, that's what you have to do. Be like Tristan. So right now, we're going to have a very helpful tip from Mr. Tristan.
Hey, GrimmGreen. Just wanted to say, love the videos that you put out constantly. Love all the great work that you do for the community. I know that there was a couple of times people had asked about what to use for cleaning off vapor condensation. Don't know if anyone had ever seen this before, but this is the first time I tried it. It's called Invisible Glass. Don't know if this could be a helpful recommendation for anybody, but it's pretty awesome. I tried it. It was like $4, and it cleaned off all the condensation in my car pretty quickly. So I just wanted to send you a video letting you know about it, and seeing if maybe you could use that or recommend it to anyone else. And also just to say, keep up the great work with everything you do. You're just an inspiration to myself and a lot of the friends that I know. And I don't know if we would, be off cigarettes like we are now if it wasn't for you. So keep it going, man, and just keep on vaping. Thank you.
Thunder Rings made it. Thank you for being here, Thunder Rings. I saw that. You said I made it. Damn it, I'm live. We're doing it live. Thank you, Tristan, for that legitimately helpful advice. That's something that a lot of people talk about. I have those same exact issues of vapor buildup, especially in the car, especially, when it's cold outside, when it's snowing, when the weather outside is frightful, and you get the vapor buildup. I'll have to give that a try, Invisible Glass. But if you want to be like Tristan, you want to get featured in the vlog, just send me a video, nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark the subject, that one thing. And you never know, you might get featured here on the vlog. So awesome. Thank you so much, Tristan. I did have another that one thing that I wanted to show you right now from one of my patrons. Vaping Juggalo 88 wrote on the Discord and said, hey, Nick, I've been watching the vlog, and I started watching while doing my workouts, started on the stationary bike and did my ride, then did weightlifting. And I just wanted to say your vlog is great to watch and keeps me pumped and entertained. Yo, hashtag Dangleclocks, hashtag vlog day is my mojo. I fucking love that. I love that so hard. I love the idea of someone just working out, lifting weights, you know, becoming Dwayne sized, slowly becoming Dwayne and Kent sized while watching the vlog. I like that. I like to be a part of that. You know, I just like being a part of that. Ranger Rusty, I see you there. Swaggins, I see you there. Appreciate you. Dwayne, I see you there. And as soon as I saw Dwayne pop into the chat, I instantly went, my mind went to instant paranoia, and I went, what if this whole God juice business is just one big long troll, and he's been building it up to me for like 2 months. Building it up, going, bro, God juice. Bro, it's the best juice I've ever had. Oh my gosh, God juice, bro, God juice. I'm going to send you some. Taste it in the vlog. And then I taste it, and it's just going to be like fucking spinach garbage water or something, like bourbon cucumber honey spice garbage dog hair. That's where my brain went. And my brain only went there because I've been friends with Dwayne for so long, and we haven't been able to travel anywhere. So therefore, there haven't been any pranks happening. I want to believe the best. I want to believe the best about Dwayne, and that this is going to be a true godly God juice. But what I would like to do right now is, because we're not going to get much further without a beer. Actually, I guess I have to show this. For safety reasons, I don't know. For YouTube reasons, the warning should really say some of the products featured in this live stream video can contain nicotine, although they don't natively contain nicotine. Like, this mod doesn't natively contain any nicotine in it. It's just stabilized wood and acrylic and computer circuits and an imperial symbol. It doesn't contain nicotine unless you choose to put something on it and then choose to put nicotine in that thing. So there's the nicotine warning for YouTube, and for whatever stupid hogwash reasons that I need to put a nicotine warning on a YouTube video. But thankfully, or ironically, I guess, we can drink all the beer we want, and I don't have to make any sort of beer warnings or nothing. So fuck yeah, dude. You guys, let's get fucked up, drink some fucking beer. I don't know why I said that. There's no reason for me to say that. You don't need to put a beer warning. You don't need to put an alcohol warning. You don't need to put that, alcohol kills 5,000 kids every year under the age of 21 due to excessive drinking, and over 300 of those deaths are suicide related because of alcohol. You don't need to put any warnings like that, but God forbid you have some birthday cake flavored e-liquid. Oh God, you better put a nicotine warning on there. Anyway, the beer that we're tasting tonight, this comes from Andrew A. We opened this not too long ago in the mail segment. This is City Lights Brewing. This is the Coconut Porter, Imperial Coconut Porter, which means, 10.5%. 10.5%. So I know nothing about this beer. I hope everybody has a frosty beverage, a frosty something. Maybe you got some sparkling water. That's fine. I'm just going to be pouring this not over a keyboard into my Grim Army pint glass. Just pouring like pure motor oil right now. No head on top. Ruby Roo. No head on top. Nothing to drink through like a man. Nothing to drink through at all like a man. This is brewed in Milwaukee. Good old Milwaukee. Don't ask me what state that's in. I really don't know what state Milwaukee is in. Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Does that sound right? Is Milwaukee in Wisconsin? I'm going to go ahead and say that Milwaukee's in Illinois. It's either in Illinois or Wisconsin, but thank you, Andrew A., for the City Lights Imperial Coconut Porter. I've got one liquid that I can pair with this, but cheers. Here's for you guys. Here's for you guys. Here's for you guys, and here's also to you guys. Just crazy upfront alcohol. Crazy upfront alcohol. Very toasted coconuts. Very, very porter-ish. Very syrupy in the mouth. It's got a real heavy mouthfeel. You know, when I was a coffee taster, one of the hardest things that I had to ever do was focus on body of a coffee. Like, ignore everything about this coffee. Ignore the acidity, ignore the flavor, ignore the roast, ignore everything, and just focus on the body of it, how it feels in your mouth. That was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to learn, one of the hardest lessons I've ever had to learn. This, and that's paid off now, you see, because I can say that this is syrupy, deliciously syrupy, thick, toasty coconut porter. It's very alcohol forward. Very, very alcohol forward. Oh, it's in Wisconsin? Okay. I appreciate that. It's in Wisconsin. So I'm actually going to pair this. I'm going to pair this with an IQOS, you guys. I was going to save this for the news and advocacy, but then I just got this bright idea. Holy shit, I have an IQOS ready to go right here. IQOS made a modified risk tobacco product. IQOS did it. You didn't know it, but they did. They definitely did. In fact, Dr. Moira Gilchrist posted this tweet recently that says FDA says IQOS can market itself as a modified risk tobacco product. This was seemed like a very divisive thing amongst vapors and the like and the such as. Okay, so you impale the little spear, you turn it on, and you wait. I'm waiting to pair my IQOS, with my beer. And here's how I'm looking at this. It's harm reduction. This is going to help smokers. This is harm reduction. It's not the ideal way, right? For any of us, I wouldn't expect any of us to regularly use an IQOS. I have no desire, other than when IQOS is in the news, to use an IQOS. I haven't used this since I shot that IQOS video in fucking December. Haven't even used it. Haven't even touched it. Was searching for it. Couldn't find it anywhere in my office in any capacity. But at the end of the day, IQOS is harm reduction. And what this has done, in my opinion, is opened the eyes, I guess, open the floodgates maybe a little bit, because now the FDA clearly understands what harm reduction is clearly allowing IQOS to market themselves as a modified risk tobacco product, the first electronic modified risk tobacco product. It's heat not burn. It's definitely not smoking. Heat not burn has been around in the cannabis industry for years and years and years. I have a Dynavap that's heat not burn. I have a desktop Volcano setup that is heat not burn. It is, no matter what you think, harm reduction. Much less harmful for you than burning combustible tobacco cigarettes. So let's try it. Cheers, you guys. I don't even know what's in here. I think it's the green label. I think it's menthol. I think this is going to be a terrible pairing, but look, it's harm reduction. And like I was saying, FDA is acknowledging that this is less harmful than a cigarette. That's the door's open this much. It might only be this much, but the door is open this much. Next step, this will make the FDA realize that this as well is harm reduction on a bigger scale. Even less harm than an IQOS, even less harm than an IQOS. And, you know, I'm a freedom guy, and I believe that if you are a free adult American, and I said this on Twitter, if you're a free adult of age American, you should be able to smoke cigarettes, smoke cigars, use an IQOS, vape liquid nicotine, period. The only function of the government should be to convey and communicate the relative risks to those products and then say, okay, go adult and go make your own decisions. So cheers. Here's to IQOS. Oh, I didn't press the button. Oh, it has to heat up. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. No, I didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. You know? I didn't do it right. So let's pair it with what I originally intended to pair it with. Yig. Cracked open a bottle of Yig. I got it in a dope new mech mod, which we're going to talk about in just 1 second when we get to what I've been vaping. Cheers. Coconut porter and Yig. Holy crap, on a crutch, that's good. That's an incredible pairing. That's an incredible pairing. Yig, man, I mourn this liquid. I mourn this liquid hard. It was my ultimate, supreme amazingness of beer pairing time, and I know that time is limited. That IQOS is heating up, and it legitimately kind of smells like a fart in here now. Legitimately smells like a fart in here now. I think it's ready to go. Should I give it a try? Let's do it. Worse. It's worse than liquid nicotine. It's an order of magnitude worse than liquid nicotine. Not in the harm aspect, but in the everything else aspect. If you miss cigarettes and you think to yourself, maybe I'll just have a cigarette, don't. Try an IQOS, because it's damn near the same sensation. The paper filter, everything. The flavor, the menthol. It's basically, it's as close to a cigarette as you can get without combustion, baby. It's bad. It's not good. It's nothing I really want to be associated with right now. But, damn it, if you're missing cigarettes, if you're really missing cigarettes, IQOS could be a thing you could try like every once in a while, just to feed that craving. It does not pair well with this beer. I'm just going to let that sit over there and fizzle out and just be done with it. But they did it. And like I said, the door has been opened this much, maybe a little bit more, maybe this much. The next step has to be the approval of liquid nicotine products. Has to be the approval of liquid nicotine products. If IQOS can get through, we can get through. And it's crazy to me how even now in the media, I saw a news report on CBS this morning saying, teenagers, adults, be careful. IQOS is out there and your teenagers are going to want to do it. They're not. They won't. It's gross and it won't get them high like a Juul will. There is no danger. There is zero danger of a youth or a teen picking up an IQOS. Literally less than zero danger of that. I personally feel. Well, damn it. We got a good beer. We got a burnt out IQOS. Can I turn this off? How do I turn this off? PMI, how do I turn this off? Also, as you already saw, Jake Scrapwood, this is his custom DNA 250C with the Imperial symbol on the back. This is the TM24 Pro Series with the crystal cap. These are framed God coils in here. This is Blueberry Hill on the inside. Not great, not terrible. That IQOS is legitimately like stinking up my office. Posted a picture of this on Instagram and just asked for people's feedback. I was going through some boxes and finding some vape gear that I had never really dug into before, and I found this little guy from Infinite Mods. It's called the vape grenade or something. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like holding it. It's a 21700 and it's got a pretty cool little switch on there. That's the Rye RDA, and I kind of got it out, I don't know, really just to get feedback. And the majority of the feedback that I got on Instagram was all, That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. You know, why would you even bother doing that? Didn't Anakin already do that? Yeah, Anakin already did it. Just interesting, you know, just interesting to get people's feedback. That's pretty good. Strawberry cheesecake on the inside from Mr. Duchess Coils over there. I see you in the chat, Duchess. I appreciate you being here. I also set up this recently from Freemax. It's just a real generic, super ugly sub-ohm tank kind of dual 18650 mod setup. There's some Vaporgate liquid in here that's a blue raz, and I think the conclusion that I'm coming to is I just do not like blue raspberry e-liquids. Just don't like any blue raz. Blue raz slushy, blue raz nothing. I don't really enjoy it. Nope. Dislike. I don't like it. And I think that's just the conclusion that I'm coming to. Got this from Rock Mods out of Russia. This was a surprise. I opened this up in a patron stream because sometimes I just open other random mail in patron streams, and I was expecting just some weird Chinese stuff, and I opened up this really super dope mech mod. I don't know if you can see all like the pivots and the divots in there, but it's a 21700. It's topped with the old Sonnet RTA from Sweden. Like I said, filled up with yig. That's been a banger. Thanks to one of my other patrons, Miss Pancakes sent me a new MOSFET for my Stratum Zero. So the Stratum Zero end game with the K-Fun is back in action. I still got some Vapelians framed Vapelians aliens on the inside, mouth to lung coils, and I'm still rocking his what's it called? Gin's Addiction, which is black licorice menthol in a 12 milligram. And you know what? I don't know. I like it. I just keep vaping it. This, my friends, is going to be the worst beer pairing of all time. Yeah. Yeah, terrible. That was really bad. As Vape Hitta, I just keep going back to it. There's some 12 milligram Psycho Cruller in here. I just keep going back to it over and over and over again. I have 3 Hitta batteries, kind of always, one's always charging, one's always getting used. I rock it full open, but I still do a mouth to lung. And I find that really enjoyable. OhmBoyOC's V200 Type 2 RTA, and I can confidently say that we are closer than we have ever been to the release of the Type 2 RTA. Kent is overnighting me some parts that I need to make the final decision, say yes, go ahead, let's finally produce it. Let's finally produce this thing, right? It's a flavor banger. Melons on Acid is on the inside. Got the SQ Mono. Like I said, way too many things. I have a sickness. I just like setting things up, and I just keep setting things up, and I do not stop setting things up. SQ Mono with the Aries 2 mouth-to-lung tank on there. Filled up with blueberry granola bar. Pretty rockin' mouth-to-lung. Pretty rockin' mouth-to-lung. As I mentioned last week, I finally turned up the wattage on this, and it just kind of came to life and is kind of awesome. Kind of came to life, and it's kind of awesome. I'm obviously not sticking to the coaster rule. All this stuff has been on my desk for a few days now. Obviously not sticking to the coaster rule. Lastly, I got one of these. Look at this. This is the new Lost Vape Centurion. I'm just kidding. It's a Voopoo product, but it really took a lot of visual and stylistic cues from Lost Vape, didn't it there? This is the Voopoo, what the hell's this thing called? The Voopoo Argus. Voopoo Argus with a sub-ohm tank on top. And what's great about this, real quick, is it threads off. It's a thread-off sub-ohm tank, which I really, really love. But it also is like a little bit of Voopoo drag XY, because you can just go bonk. You can pop this off, and then that's how you fill it up, and your threads and airflow stay on there on the 510 thread, and you go boop. And then you put it back on there and you vape it. This is filled up with that super good butter number 4, the chocolate cookie cereal ice cream milk guy. I've been really enjoying it. In fact, I think this might be a really good beer pairing. I know. It looks like the Voopoo Therion, right? It looks like Voopoo saw Lost Vape and went, hey, we can do that too, kind of. It's really plasticky, though. It's not Lost Vapey feeling. It's a little plasticky without batteries in it. It just feels like nothing, like it's just going to float away. As soon as you get some batteries in it, it feels a little bit more substantial. But the profile of it is so small and fit in your handable. Yeah, just made that up. You want to boycott Voopoo? All right. Are we still doing that? I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. Who cares? That is maybe a better pairing than the Yig was. The chocolate with the coconut porter. Wow. Holy crap on a crutch. That is, that's top notch. That's top notch. So really, yeah. That represents 100% of what I've been vaping. 150% of what I've been vaping. So moving onward into the vlog, what I'm going to do right now, we're going to do these at the end of every segment. Let's chill for a sec. Let's do some super chats. I also want to say that all of the super chats from the last Tuesday Bro Tuesday, and thank you to everybody for suffering through that Tuesday Bro Tuesday this week. Had Alex Clark on. In the setup, everything was fine. Everything was looking good and sounding perfect, and we're just kind of chilling there. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go live. We're going to do this. I'll bring you on. As soon as I brought Alex on, it was like, hi, everything sucks. It's a potato, and he's choppy, and then his lips aren't matching up with what he's saying, and then his audio's cutting in and out, and I did my best to mitigate it, but it still turned out pretty cruddy. I mean, pretty cruddy. Alex Clark will again be on That's What She Said tonight after the vlog at 7 p.m. over on the Ruby Roo channel. I expect it's going to go a lot smoother technologically than it did on my side. I still have to figure that out. I still have to... Look, I'm just learning this. I'm just, I'm making this up as I go along. I thought it would work. I think I have another idea on how to do guests, but we'll keep that going. So all of that money from last week or from the Tuesday Bro Tuesday Super Chat is definitely going to CASA. I still have to wait like 2 days before YouTube will show me how much money was made from those Super Chats before I can donate to CASA, but that's all going to CASA. And I wanted to make a special shout out to Mr. Vapin' with Ken. Vapin' with Ken, my heart goes out to you, buddy. In fact, tonight I would just like to give all the Super Chat that we make tonight to Mr. Vapin' with Ken. He's going through a thing. He's breaking my heart. My heart goes out to you, Vapin' with Ken. So all of tonight's Super Chats, 100% are going to Vapin' with Ken. Cool? Cool. Well, what say you, Trey Watt? Naked Poopin' and the vlog. God, it's going to be a good night. Love you, man. I also like the idea, in addition, people working out while they watch the vlog. Sure. Poop naked while you watch the vlog. Just... do whatever. If you're in the comfort of your own home, then just, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone. That's how it works. Ifer, very gracious of you. Dandy Andy Kami makes me sick. I almost clicked away. Well, I'm glad you didn't, Ifer. Hashtag burp life. Also, I can't remember if you ever showed the mung bean video I sent. Maybe I didn't. Technically, no. But so what? Send it back over to me, Ifer. Well, I'll show the mung bean video. Ifer tried the mung bean and shot a video for it, and I would like to see that. Ranger Man, very gracious of you. So there's no nicotine leaking out of my TV? Not yet. Not yet. Oh, wait, I forgot something that I've been vaping. Boosh! Yeah, still vaping this monster like crazy. It's the Steam Crave. Aromamizer Plus V2 RDTA. And I fucking love everything about it. It's filled up with Dwayne's mango liquid. I was completely blown away by this. And one 18 mil tank full has lasted me almost all day of like heavy vaping. It does kind of tear through liquid, but that 18 mil capacity just blows me away. I put it on something a little bit more reasonable, you know, that Aegis Max. Put it on there so it wasn't so, you know, I wasn't carrying around like a car battery with me. Can't believe I left that out. That's been my crazy jam. Duchess Coils, very gracious of you. Yo Grimm, got a beer, got some Yig in the recoil, and my merch that showed up today. Fucking A. Yep, people are starting to get their merch. The merch store's not quite open to the public yet because we're dealing with, you know, to put it in the most official terms possible, we're dealing with really like a supplier issue. We literally can't get the t-shirts in stock fast enough. So we're working on it. They should be here within the next week or so. Then the merch store can go public, and I'm really, really excited about that. 2 more super chats from Eifer. Just very gracious of you. Didn't say anything. You didn't have to. I appreciate you, Eifer. Not the real Gerard Butler. Are coasters better than the whole desk? Technically, yes. But so what? Yeah. I was trying to stick to the coaster rule, man. Whatever is on my desk has to fit on a coaster. And then, you know, and then I just, I'm going to set up like 18 more things. And then it's not going to fit on my coaster anymore. It is better, not the real Gerard Butler, but yeah, so what? Clouds and Coils, how you doing? Besides the juice, you still liking the Fralian God Coils and the Quad Core God Coils? Yes, absolutely. In fact, Quad Core God Coils are in the washing phase right now. They're sitting in my bathroom waiting to get re-wicked, but those framed God Cores, yes, dig them. Dig them with that blueberry hard, bro. Thank you so much, Mr. Clouds and Coils. I appreciate you. Zach, very gracious of you. Made it. Just got home from work. Sup, fam? Chilling, bro. Sup with you, Zach? Matt Sinister, very gracious of you. Cheers to you, Nick, and the Vape Stew crew. Fuck yeah, Vape Stew crew. I don't give enough credit to the Vape Stew crew, but huge shout out to the Vape Stew crew. Hashtag powerbomb the world, Matt Sinister. Man after my own taste. Just powerbomb the world. Don't give enough credit to the Vape Stew crew, but I love the Vape Stew crew. They're doing a lot of good, and they've cultivated a really cool community, and I really appreciate them. All the guys, all the Vape Stews crews, all the Vape Stews crews, I appreciate you guys. One more from Eifer, just boom, no text, but I appreciate you, man. Giving some money to Vaping with Ken. Avatar, very gracious of you. Hi, Grimm. Thanks for your help with the Australian Nick Band Jazz. Cheers, cunt from Australia. Absolutely. And, you know, it's like I've said before, don't slow down in Australia. You guys are holding the leverage. You guys have them, their backs against the walls. Continue to be relentless. It's a victory. Yes, it's a small victory that it got postponed to 2021, but don't let that slow your momentum down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Matt Sinister, who said it had to be one coaster? Oh, hashtag powerbomb the world. Who said it had to be one coaster? Nobody. I guess I made my own rules. Jim Spain, Cloud Brewing, very gracious of you. For Ken, I freaking love him. Damn good dude. Damn good dude. Got one from Ranger Man. You need bigger coasters. Technically, yes. But so what? The whole desk can be my coaster. Is the whole desk my coaster? Technically, yes. But so what? Yeah. So that's going to wrap up the first session of Super Chats. And what I'd like to do right now, since there's not a ton of it, and it's kind of just sitting right over there, and I definitely have a box from my new streaming sponsor. Or look, it's not 100% set in stone yet, but I have a really good feeling about it. I think it's going to be dope. Mail. That's fine. Don't even trip. No, it's fine. It's fine. I said it's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's just an avalanche. It's just an avalanche that fell on me. It's just an avalanche that fell on me. Vaping case, super good, is from the United Kingdom. Shout out to Gerardo for the mail opening knife. You know, Casey stole this last week, and I was unable to use it. And I really like this like deadly sharp knife. We got a package here from Dakota, from Arizona. Wait, these are my knives back. Oh, baby. Yes. 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 Dakota. I sent my original knives out to Dakota in Arizona to get sharpened, and he sharpened them. What do I have? I want to cut something. Let me cut. Can I get like a piece of paper? Can I do the paper thing? Is it gonna work? Is it so sharp that I can just cut paper with it, Dakota? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, it got in the way. Oh. Oh. Appreciate this, Dakota. You have no idea. These knives were beyond dull knives. And I got my knives back. Huge shout out to Dakota. You know, I don't know if that's a service that he provides to just anybody or to just everybody, but he offered, and I said, you know what, Dakota? Fuck yes. I'm finally going to take someone up on that offer. I got my green knife back. I got my shaves knife back, and I have my definitely illegal in California knife from Gerardo that's just become my favorite thing. I know. Careful, Nick. Careful. I could do some knife paper cutting ASMR. I could do that. Yeah, all the knives I have now are beyond sharp, just crazy sharp. UPS package from James. Nick Green, James from New York. Is there a James from New York in the house? Because this is your package. What am I going to guess that's in here? Coils, right? Could be coils. That's the sense that I'm getting from it. Ooh, that was close. Remember, cut towards yourself. Cut towards your throat. No, don't cut towards your throat. What is this? Okay. This is literally nothing exciting. This is parts. This is replacement parts. This is replacement parts for the Robo 2020 coil cleaning machine. I think I'm going to actually do like a full video for the Robo 2020 coil head cleaning machine. I've got some really dirty coils that I kind of want to try. I actually threw an atomizer deck with the coils installed in here and heat cleaned it and dried it off, and the coils and the deck itself came out looking just beautiful. So that's what that replacement parts for the Robo 2020 coil head cleaning machine. I also have a DHL package that is from the United Kingdom, I believe. From the United Kingdom. Nope. Oh, I know who this is. Watch. Yeah. That's how sharp it is. Think about that. I don't think you know who you're dealing with over here. This is from, you see what that says there? Bearded Viking Customs. I'm not ever going to say no to a package from Mr. Bearded Viking Customs because it's Bearded Viking Customs. Like, fuck, look at this. Okay, Exhibit A, Stormtrooper. Exhibit B, translucent pink Stormtrooper. Exhibit 3, the skull, the chin, the toothy skull guy that are atomizer stands. And I love these, and I use them perpetually for lots of things. I love them, and so, you know, of course, I'm not going to say no to anything from Bearded Viking Customs. Nick Green, Grim Army. Oh, okay, there's some drip tips in here. I didn't know he was in the drip tip game. Holy crap, those are dope. Are these for the recoil? Are these for the recoil? Are these for the recoil? You mean to tell me that these are for the recoil RDA? Nope. Yes. Kind of they are. It fits on there like a little hat. Like a little pointy hat. Got some drip tips. I've even got some, ooh, see, these are dope. That's dope as hell. Clear, knurly drip tips are where it's at. This is definitely for the recoil. Kind of. Yes. That's sick. That's perfect. Nearly clear drip tips. Sweet, Bearded Viking. Sweet. Sweetness. But wait, there's more. What are you? Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That's hilarious. Damn it, man. It's an atomizer stand. It's an atomizer stand, right? Anybody know what this majestic creature is? Yeah. Hi, that's dick butt. Are you kidding me, dude? Holy crap. That is a dick butt atomizer stand that it's even got the face and everything. It's hard to show up on camera, but I love the crap out of that. It's even got it's really the dick butt. I love this. I have a dick butt atomizer stand now, bro. Do you? Technically, yes, but so what? Oh. Orange and black Stormtrooper. That is sick as tits. These come from South Africa, by the way. Bearded Viking Customs. You should check him out. You know, he's done a lot of work with Bogan. He did tanks. He did acrylic tanks for the Blotto. He's done a lot of cool shit. Oh my God, it's a Boba Fett. Oh my God, it's an acrylic Boba Fett mod stand. Acrylic, black, clear, white Boba Fett Addy stand. Damn it, Bearded Viking Customs. When did you get to be cool level 9,000? I know, Tyler. Thank you for rubbing that in. Every time I put my head down, yeah, you can see this is all just a sham. I call it politician hair. But you know what? Sometimes I just don't want to wear a hat. I'm 43 years old. I don't know what you're expecting from me. What do you want from me, Tyler? What the fuck do you want? What do you want from me, Tyler? Yeah, that's the Mandalorian. I think it's I actually do believe this to be Boba Fett because Boba Fett has the antenna on the side like this one does. And if you remember correctly, Mando does not have the antenna on the side for some reason. I don't know what purpose that serves. Maybe Boba Fett can get like Sirius XM radio on his little antenna there, and the Mandalorians just, whatever, Spotify, right? So we're going to go ahead and open this now. But this, as Dwayne has pointed out, this is it. Like, this is the God juice. This is the God juice, man. Bald or not, this is the God juice. I'm opening it now. Oh, is this just heads? Come on, this is just heads. Is this just heads, Dwayne? Or is this actual God juice? Why is one of them clear and one of them's brown? Why is one of them clear and one of them's brown? Even if this is just heads, we're still going to do it. We're still going to do it. I was expecting something godlike, but then I just got heads. That's okay. Damn it, Dwayne. Okay, 3 milligram. All right. Evidently that is the God juice. I actually don't know what's in here. It might not be heads. I don't know. I've never had heads. Heads. It's the God juice. This is the God juice. Look, if Dwayne says it's God juice, I believe that it's God juice. Tom Sharo, $10 says Nick says it's too sweet. I'll take that bet. I will take that bet, my man. And so this, yes. So this is, I'm not even joking. This is the sponsor. This could be a potential sponsor of my live streams, and their product is right here. What's one thing that I always say, always say when we're vlogging, right? In fact, I'm going to do it right now. Stay hydrated, Hydro Homies. Ugh. Staying hydrated, it's critical for me. It's critical for vapors. I had that really cool Country Bears Jamboree mug, you know, the jug from Disneyland that I had. It broke recently when I was on a Marco Polo to Coil Turd, so I kind of still blame Coil Turd for breaking that because I was too busy talking to him on Marco Polo and I set it down on like the edge of the countertop and it just broke. And I was devastated. And that was my vlog drinking jug. You know, I'd polish off a jug, but now I have to use my Camelback, which is fine. You know, I used to use this at Starbucks and it's fine. It's just simply fine. But what I have right here in front of me is from a company called The Coldest Water. The Coldest Water. This is an insulated water, I don't know, container? Jug? What do you call this? Insulated water container jug? Maybe that's what they call it. I don't know. All I know is I have a feeling there's going to be room for a lot of stickers on this. And I can definitely, yeah, there it is. How about that? Stay hydrated, hydro homies. The coldest. This is 64 ounces of water. That's incredible. That's everything. That's exactly what I need, is 64 ounces of water. Can I pour my water in here? Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to have to wash this before I really start using the coldest water jug. But if I approve this and I like this product, they're going to sponsor my live streams because, I mean, stay hydrated, hydro homies. And as much as, you know, I really like drinking out of a straw. That's like a cool, I like that. I like this Camelback. So this coldest water jug, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna have a little bit to live up to. It's gonna have a little bit to live up to, but this is a future potential sponsor, legitimate sponsor of the vlog. So with the coldest jug, stay hydrated, hydro homies. They're going to have, you know, it's going to be like typical sponsorship stuff. And that's why I'm being just completely open and honest with you. I'm going to have like a link in the description. There's going to be like a GrimmGreen affiliate link where if you buy one, I get a little coin, I get a little jingle back in my life. This is my first sponsorship, you know, on a live stream. And, I think that's cool. Not my first sponsorship. Like Vape Wild was a sponsor for a little bit. That TPD company was a sponsor for a little bit. Vaporfy was a sponsor for a little bit. But now we're moving past that. We're moving into the coldest, oh, I guess I should not put it upside down. The coldest water, 64 ounce insulated freaking jug. The only reason I don't just pour my water in here right now is it definitely smells like it needs to be washed. It smells like earplugs. I don't know. It's because when I worked at Starbucks, you had to have earplugs all the time. And when you tear open the little earplugs container, you'd get this little whiff of like plastic that had been sitting inside of other plastic. It just smells like earplugs to me. What? Gordo? They have a straw for it? Okay, well, if they have a straw for this, then game on, you know? Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if anybody's watched The Floor is Lava on Netflix, but I'd highly recommend it. So, cool. That's actually the last package. We got God Juice. We got the coldest water jug. Possible future potential sponsor. In fact, here, I'm going to have to do one of these, right? Put it in the background. Put it in the background of every video, the coldest water jug. In the meantime, for today, until I can wash it out, we'll just be using the Camelback. Stay hydrated, hydro homies. Maybe that's IQOS I'm still smelling. It doesn't smell good. It smells bad. It actually reminds me of New Zealand because I used this like 3 or 4 times in New Zealand. reminds me of New Zealand. So, yeah, that's it. That's the mail, baby. That's the mail. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this God juice over to the side. Before we get to any God juice, we're going to do some news and advocacy because there's a couple things that just need to be gone over, and we're going to gone over them. News and advocacy, go. All right. Well, welcome you guys to the news and advocacy segment of the vlog. You know, news and advocacy is something that is really, really very important to me. Really, very important to me. Been covering news and advocacy in the vlog forever. We're not going to stop. We're not going to slow down anytime soon. Not going to slow down anytime soon. There's just a lot to cover. There's just a lot that's going on. And the first thing that I wanted to talk about here in the news and advocacy segment is, I think it was Dimitri that brought this to my attention, but it says volunteers needed for a large international study. You know what? This can't be news and advocacy yet. I forgot to do the super chats. What the hell? No, it's going to be news and advocacy. We'll do the super chats right after news and advocacy. Volunteers needed for a large international study on long-term effects of vaping on lung health. This is something that some of you might be able to get involved with. It says the Veritas cohort study will be a 20-site, multi-country, 6-year study of daily vapers who have smoked very little. The goal of it is for the first time to observe the health outcomes of exclusive vapers compared to controls with a history of no tobacco use. Outcome measures include clinical assessments of lung health as well as self-reported health status and other measures. To date, almost all assessments of health of vapers have been among ex-smokers, right? Where it's impossible to distinguish any small effects from vaping from the residual effects of long-term smoking. This study will allow us to test the hypothesis that vaping alone poses no measurable health effects. Spectacular. This study is great. It's going to be involved in Canada, Costa Rica, England, Estonia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Mexico, New Zealand, Poland, Portugal, Scotland, and the United States, in Nashua, Boston, and Tennessee, and Northwest Georgia. So, vapers in either Nashua, you heard they're closing the Nashua branch, right? I heard that. I heard Holly and Michael say that on stage, that they're going to close the Nashua branch. Yeah. News to me, too. But if you're in Nashua, Boston, Tennessee, or Northwest Georgia, this is something that you can take part in if you are a short-term smoker. It says we are looking to recruit volunteer vapers who have not smoked much, less than 1,000 cigarettes ever. Less than 1,000 cigarettes ever. They will be followed for 6 years with periodic questionnaires and health tests to determine if vaping has had any effects on their lungs' health. The study has been delayed by COVID-19, but will soon be ready to recruit volunteers. I'm going to post a link in the description where you can get more information. If you are in, like I said, those areas, Nashua, Boston, Tennessee, Northwest Georgia, and you fit this criteria, I would jump on this. Be a part of something big. Be a part of a huge study. Why is this important? Most people feel that vaping with e-cigarettes is much less harmful than smoking combustible tobacco. We know that vape contains far fewer toxic chemicals than cigarette smoke, but that vaping is not completely harmless. Some laboratory and animal studies have demonstrated potentially harmful effects from vaping, but the real-world impact of these studies on humans is very unclear. This study will be an important addition to the published scientific literature that will make it easier to understand the long-term effects of vaping on humans, if any. If any. So, look, I'll just put a link to this. Let's put it in the old chat right now, Boosh 9000, and I'm going to have a link to this in the description to this video as well. Okay, this isn't something I was going to super spend a long time on, but the CDC, right? The CDC is one of those, if this would load, livescience.com, Maybe it's not going to load. Maybe I'm not meant to talk about the CDC. That sucks. Let's try this. No, is Chrome just sucks. Oh, there it was. It finally popped up. Chrome is just dildo sometimes. Okay. I have a hard time trusting the CDC when really it comes to anything. We know firsthand that they botched EVOLI. We know firsthand the CDC is lumping positive COVID-19 viral antibody tests together. And here's why that's bad. We have these huge numbers, and this really this has not much to do with EVOLI in those lung injuries. Is they just made it confusing on purpose. Confusing on purpose. Yeah, hit a refresh. Hit the refresh there. Maybe hit the refresh. I was really having a good point. You know, I'm tearing into the CDC. Maybe the feds are listening. It looks to be fine on my end, you guys. It looks fine on my end. You back now? You back now, Steve? Steve's back. The CDC makes it confusing on purpose. They want you to be confused. They want you to not really know what's going on. And I believe that the reason that they want to do that is just to make you more dependent on them. Make you more dependent on the CDC. Well, listen to us. We have all of the information. Here's the COVID infection rates. I certainly can't trust the COVID death rate. Just can't. Certainly now, can I really trust the COVID case numbers? Can you? Now that we know for sure that they're using this viral test and this antibody test and coming up with all of these huge numbers, who are we supposed to trust? Who are we supposed to trust if we can't trust the CDC? Seriously. It's insane to me. And this comes from livescience.com. So, like I said, I'm going to post a link in the description to the CDC is lumping positive COVID-19 viral and antibody tests together. Here's why that's bad. So I'm going to put a link in the description to where you can read this if you so desire. I would highly suggest reading it. Highly, very much suggest reading it. Such a bummer it's going on with the CDC. So moving on from that. This is global, you guys. The Netherlands. The Netherlands is about to ban flavored vapes. Yeah. Netherlands, about to ban flavored vapes. No more chocolate ice cream cookie chocolate shake for you. Absolutely. I don't trust the CDC. I don't trust the World Health Organization. And it's crazy to me. Someone was saying this to me on Twitter. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, the CDC was really, 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 really wrong about vaping, but, you know, they're doing really good with COVID. What? Are you crazy? That credibility is done. That credibility is shot. Dr. Tedros needs to resign. The World Health Organization's credibility is shot into the ground. CDC's credibility, after watching them bumble through EVOLI, where it's still doing damage, see that when we get to Hawaii, CDC's credibility is shot. And now, after these, you know, antibody tests versus viral tests, and they're saying it's all COVID, even if you just had the flu, even if you didn't have COVID, they're counting that as a COVID case? What? Who are we even supposed to trust anymore? Who are we even supposed to believe anymore? Unbelievable. Netherlands, stop the ban on flavored e-liquids. There's a petition going around in the Netherlands. And generally, I'm not a huge fan of petitions, but I'm going to share this petition for the Netherlands. State Secretary Paul Blokhuis, I'm bad at pronouncing names, A, and 2, I'm bad at pronouncing names. State Secretary Paul Blokhuis announced Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020, that in the spring, arbitrary date, not sure why, spring of 2021, e-liquids with flavors will be banned. We, The users and sellers of electronic cigarettes disagree. We cannot let this briefly substantiated policy take place. So, there is a petition going around for the Netherlands to prevent the Netherlands from banning flavored vapor products. The hill that we're climbing up, shit mountain, is just getting steeper and steeper and steeper. And the one thing, the only thing that calms me down, that reaffirms that what we're doing is right, is that at the end of the day, like Demetrius Agrafiotis from the Smokers Show, from the DP Show, Tennessee Smoke Free Association, one of my advocacy heroes, at the end of the day, these work. And we have mountains of science growing every single day that these work and are far, far, far less harmful for you than burning combustible tobacco cigarettes. So the Netherlands is getting it like Massachusetts, like California, like the whole United States, like Australia, except in Australia, you can have flavors, you just can't have nicotine. So I'm going to put a link to that petition in the chat as well. I'm trying to follow up on so many different vape stories that are happening like all over the world. There's just so many going on right now that it's legitimately difficult to keep up. So moving on from that. So shout out to all of my vape fam in the Netherlands. Stay strong. Weather the storm. Be relentless like they were in New Zealand. Be relentless, because at the end of the day, these work. I just need a vape break real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just kidding. I'm going to have a vape and a beer. Cheers. 11 years, you guys. 11 years off of deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. Hawaii. Right? Hawaii, of all places. Senate committee passes vaping bill. Yeah. In freaking Hawaii. That's unreal to me. Here's what they have to say about Hawaii. The bill states that while there has been a decline in the use of cigarettes during the past decade, right? Nobody's celebrating that. Nobody's celebrating the lowest smoking rates of all time. All time, everywhere. The lowest smoking rates in the history of the world is happening right now. While there has been a decline in the use of cigarettes, deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes during the past decade, there's been a dramatic increase in the use. So mad because nomenclature matters. There's no smoke. There's no smoke. You can't call it an electronic smoking device. Thank you. My pleasure, Hooked on Funk. I'll do everything I can to get some more information out there, bro. We got, we're all the vape fam. We got to look out for each other. I hate that they say electronic smoking devices, because it's not an electronic smoking device. It's just not. There's no smoke. There has been an increase in the use of electronic smoking devices by Hawaii's youth. In 2017, 27% of middle school students and 42% of public high school students tried electronic smoking devices. Not even regular users. Tried. Fucking tried? Tried? Tried. Okay. Spectacular. Tried. They also cite, following more than 1,000 reported cases of lung injuries and 18 confirmed deaths associated with vaping nationwide. Wow, was it associated with vaping, or was it just the CDC that told you that it was associated with vaping because they want you to be confused about what vaping actually is? This is just Rage News 9000. So I'm going to post a link in the description. The only person that I was tweeting at in regards to Hawaii was Tulsi Gabbard. She's from Hawaii. I don't know. I was trying to tweet at her about what the hell's going on. That Avali wasn't nicotine vapes. I feel like I'm just yelling into the wind. It's like, Avali was THC, vitamin E acetate. It had nothing to do with with nicotine, you guys had nothing to do with nicotine, but sure, let's use EVALI one more time in Hawaii to ban flavored vapor products. Moving on from that, Democratic congressional hopeful Henry Martin posted another tweet recently that I thought was just spectacular. He says, as a war veteran, I have seen firsthand the impacts of cigarette dependence on our military. Vape products allow soldiers an alternative to stress-induced chain smoking. He wrote an op-ed, Smoke-Free Missouri, Freedom Matters. This is a Democratic congressional hopeful. Freedom Matters in Missouri, Smoke-Free Missouri. And this is a great article. He says, in Missouri, we understand that the role of government is to protect life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Look, I'm a freedom guy. That type of verbiage really resonates with me. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, absolutely. That's your state, Sharon. Get Henry Martin elected to Congress. Get this man elected to Congress. In Missouri, we understand that the role of our government is to protect life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Some folks in Washington, however, seem to have forgotten this. Cracking down on small businesses, criminalizing harm reduction, and establishing burdensome red tape has been the MO of Missouri's 6th Congressional District representative for far too long. I am running for Congress to end this farce. First of all, he used the term farce, which is just one of my favorite words of all time. Listen to this part, though. I'm going to read you one more paragraph. As a combat veteran of Desert Shield and Desert Storm, I have seen firsthand the impact of cigarette dependence on our military. The daily stress and concerns for one life will unnerve even the strongest among us. I can remember vividly the secondhand smoke that would fill the barracks. The smoke would cloud our rooms and the smell would linger for what seemed like hours. Vape products allow soldiers an alternative to stress-induced chain smoking. Restricting the availability of vape products to our soldiers denies them the choice of a less harmful nicotine product. Speaking from the standpoint of a non-smoker, the dude doesn't even smoke. But he has stood up multiple times now to defend our rights to not just life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but to a less harmful alternative to deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. And now he's standing up for the military's right to have access to far less harmful vapor products. Speaking from the standpoint of a non-smoker, I would have greatly preferred that my buddies in the 3rd Armored Division puffed an apple pie vape in my room rather than their cigarettes. Vaping is not a partisan issue. As much as people want it to be, it's just not a partisan issue. Just isn't. Because we have Henry Miller on the left, who's trying to get elected to Congress, standing up for life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, our access to far less harmful vapor products. And then we have, Senator John on the right, who is a Republican from Texas, who, this is his bill. The anti-vape mail bill is his bill. It's been a long time coming, but the Senate finally passed my bipartisan bill blocking e-cigarette sales to children. Right. Because that makes sense, because let's further ban something that's already illegal for kids to use. That makes total sense. Bipartisan bill blocking e-cigarette sales to children. This puts the same safeguards in place as traditional cigarettes purchased online, because vaping and smoking are definitely totally the same thing, right? You guys didn't know that? Oh, you guys didn't know that. They're the very same thing. It's time to protect children's health against addictive substances. Blah, blah, fucking blah. This is not a partisan issue. There are people on the left that are pro and for, pro and against. There are people on the right that are pro and against. It just so happens we're at a point right now where we have a Democratic congressional hopeful standing up for vaping, and we have House Republicans passing anti-vape mail bills. This is what we call a clown world. We have supposed small government Republicans wanting to interfere in your life just that much more. Yeah, just that much more. Just a little bit more, just a little bit. Just little bits at a time. Little bits at a time, and before you know it, they've taken this much from you. Before you know it, they've taken this much from you. Oh, yeah. I had one last thing before I wrap up this this news and advocacy thing here. This is from, we're going to talk about Nova Scotia on Tuesday Bro Tuesday this week, but I had a quick thing here just from the Taxpayers Alliance. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the Taxpayers Protection Alliance has sent a letter to House Republicans to oppose this very bill, S-1253. This is the Preventing Online Sales of E-Cigarettes to Children Act, introduced by Republican Senator John from the great state of Texas. They sent a letter. It's a very level-headed, reasonable, rational letter. They cite the Royal College of Physicians. They cite Public Health England. They cite 95% less harmful. They cite, poses basically no threat to bystanders. They cite that it's not an on-ramp for youth since we have the lowest youth smoking rates of all time. It's a complete off-ramp from combustible tobacco cigarettes. They sent a letter to House Republicans. I don't know. I know there's still more steps for this S-1253 to go to, but I don't understand why. I don't understand why this is a politicized issue. It's really not a partisan thing. For the longest time, we had Greg Gutfeld, over there on Fox News ranting and raving. I don't know how the left can do this. It's vapor, It got me off of cigarettes, and Greg Gutfeld's going crazy over there on Fox News and defending cigarettes or defending e-cigarettes. And then the left was the taxing bans like Governor Cuomo, Whitmer, Newsom, Charlie Baker over there in Massachusetts. And then suddenly we find ourselves in a place where, just flip it on its head, right, Addy Tooney? We already have Tobacco 21. It is illegal for underage people to get access to vapor products. Sure. Nope. That's not good enough. That's not good enough for Senator John Cryan. Corian. It's whatever. Sometimes I can't read. And then we had, Moira Gilchrist in the IQOS. So, man, threw a lot out there at you guys. I apologize. There's just a whole bunch going on, and I have commentary for all of it. And we're going to be focusing Tuesday, Bro Tuesday. We're going to be talking about Nova Scotia. We're going to be talking about Indonesia. And we're going to be talking about people getting kicked out of their apartments for trying to quit smoking. Yeah, that's a thing. It's like this little scam it's this fucking little scam that's going on, and it's bananas. It is BANANAS. Bananas. So, awesome. We made it through the news and advocacy, you guys, with only a little bit of rage sweat. Only a little bit of rage sweat going on. The only reason that there's more rage sweat now than before is because I'm not wearing a hat. Usually I have a hat on, and that protects my brow from the rage sweat. So I think it's almost time to taste the God juice. Holy shit. It's almost time to taste the God juice, but what I want to do right now is let's do some more super chats, you guys. Appreciate that, Desert Vapor. Like I said, I'm going to have links to everything that I talked about. Everything that I talked about will be down in the description below. Literally everything. If you think you can be part of that study, reach out. It would be great. It would be great if you could be part of that study. Do I need to put the tinfoil hat on? No. I feel like I needed to put the tinfoil hat on when I was talking about the CDC, but really, it's all right there. It's all black and white, clear as crystal. They botched EVALI. They purposefully misled people so that governors could institute flavor bans, so that Hawaii could institute flavor bans. They're purposefully confusing people about COVID-19. Thank you, America, for making a global pandemic like a politicized partisan issue. Fucking ridiculous. We as free adult Americans look foolish on the world stage and are getting treated like shit by our politicians. You mean to tell me you think Joe Biden cares about you? No. You mean to tell me like all of these politicians, these lifelong politicians care about you? They don't care. They don't care. They just straight up don't care. Hydrate. Good call. Whoa. Kevin. Kevin for the win. Stay hydrated, hydro homies. So here we go, Ranger Man. Yep, I do need bigger coasters. Desert Vapor, just a virtual high five. There you go. You can have a 5 back. Slap it. A slap of the BS. Slap it. 9-4 Vape, very gracious of you. You need a t-shirt with your face saying 8,000%. That's actually not a bad little idea there. 8,000%. How you doing, Nick? Cheers from South Australia. Boosh, bro, 9-4 Vape. Thank you for coming out. I don't even know what day it is in South Australia right now. Zach, yeah. Look, I'm careful with knives. I have yet to really injure myself tremendously with a knife. Should we cut more? Let's cut more paper with the knife. Ready? Oh, if there's one thing and that was 2 sheets of Post-it, just so you know. That just cut through 2 sheets of Post-it. Did you see that? It's the Batman. When we kill the Batman. Appreciate that, Zach. You know what? I'll always be careful. Kevin, nope, not Kevin Chocolate. Daco 124, cut at an angle. Is that the trick? Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, let's cut at an angle. At an angle? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Be careful. Just swinging a knife around. That's the thing. I can go on YouTube and show weapons and swing a knife around and cut paper, and I don't have to put a warning. But if I have nicotine on this channel, oh, you bet you're at. I just cut myself. Holy shit. I'm serious. I just cut myself. That's amazing. Oh, you can't. I won't focus on it. That's okay. That's going to stop bleeding in a second. Should I put some Post-it on it to prevent myself? That was Murphy's Law right there. That was Murphy's Law in action. Pickle, I need a Band-Aid. I just cut my finger open. I might need to go to the emergency room. I'm just kidding. Cut at an angle. Cut towards your buddy, not your body. No, always cut towards your body. Always cut towards your finger. Eifer, very gracious of you. Message retracted. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Eifer. Very gracious of you. 9-4 Vape. I met Vaping Bogan the other day. I was so shook. So shook? So shook. I was shook the first time that I met Vaping Bogan. It really is like I really cut myself. Do you want to see the blood? Can I show blood? Look at that. Man, I really cut myself good. Deep. It's a deep wound. It's gore. It's gore right there. Come on, I really wanted to focus on my bloody finger. I want everyone to see my hypocrisy of swinging a knife around and then fucking cutting my goddamn finger. Oh my God, this is my favorite thing I've ever done on a live stream. That's not gross to do, right? I feel like that's not gross to do. I'm literally going to text my wife and ask her to bring me a Band-Aid. Will you bring me a Band-Aid? Please. I actually cut myself. I was acting like a douche. That's not how you spell douche. Douche. let that be a lesson to you. You know, just be careful with knives. Don't ban knives. Ban them. Ban knives. That's it, MMC. Let's ban them. Let's ban knives. It's honestly just the tiniest little nick. Little Nick. Little Nick. Little Nick. Eat some fucking little food. It's just the littlest, tiniest little cut. It's okay. I'll be okay. Here's what happened the first time I met Bogan is I was a little bit starstruck as well. And then what I love about Bogan, what I love about Bogan, how many Band-Aids? How many Band-Aids? How many Band-Aids you need, Pickle? How many my whole computer's frozen now. Why are my text messages frozen? Why is everything frozen? She brought me like 12 Band-Aids. That's okay. I'm just going to clean my wound with my tongue. And I know there's people in chat that are just like, that's gross. What are you, why are you looking, why is that gross? Bogan. When I met Bogan, you see Bogan and you're like, holy shit, that's Bogan. And then you hear him speak and it's that Bogan voice, you know? It's that Bogan, like, I can't even do it. I can't even work on my Bogan impression right now. Okay, I got a Band-Aid, you guys. Crisis averted. Oh, man. Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Knife Sharpener. Mr. Dakota, the Knife Sharpener. You made him dangerously sharp, and I cut my goddamn finger. See? That'll learn me. You know, that'll teach me. That's like you don't know the stove's hot till you touch it, right? You don't know the knife is sharp until you cut into your own flesh. 94 Vape, I'm stoked you got to meet Bogan. I miss Bogan all the time. He still wants to do a live stream with me, or maybe not. Maybe I've strung him along for too long because I just don't have time, but I would love to do a stream with Bogan. Lindsay, very gracious of you. Yo, Nick, thanks for all you do and always helping others. Definitely going to show some support for Ken. VWK, yeah. Vaping with Ken. Vaping with Ken. Nothing else to say. Just a wonderful guy. Just a wonderful man. He's going through a real hard time right now. So show him some love and just raise him a little bit of money. You know, that's like my go-to is, I don't know. I wish there was something more I could do. You know, I wish I could just give the guy a hug, but I can't. So the best thing I can do is send him some super chat. Sorry you never had heads until today. Hashtag puddin' mouth. That's a... God damn it, Dwayne. God damn it, Dwayne. All right, let's get to your quote-unquote God juice soon. Let me get my RDA out here. We're going to vape it on the Voopoo here. Oh, Dwayne, you're just so hilarious. Alan Robertson. Use yardbird.com for interviews? What? Okay, hang on. Let me Google this real quick. Let me Google search for yardbird.com. I'm going to leave that up in a tab. Thank you, Alan. Very cool of you. Very gracious of you. Appreciate it. Hydrate. That's right. I'll hydrate. That's hilarious, Ruby Roo. Moxie watching the vlog. Appreciate that. I'll try anything for interviews. I just need an interview to go well for once. Living Hints, very gracious of you. The Lord loves a God juice. Let's get it going to see the flavor and merit when a good stay hydrated versus VG and PG are sugars. Yeah, I know. And that's part of it too. Stay hydrated because of VG. Sergio, damn it, man. You're always so gracious. Very gracious of you, Sergio. Vaping with Ken. Hashtag yo-yoy. Absolutely. Mick Blizzard, very gracious of you. If only America was not so product placement obsessed, the world would be such a better place. By the way, IQOS is still tobacco for fuck's sake. It is. It's definitely still tobacco, but you're heating it. You're not burning it. It's an unbelievable difference when there's no combustion. Tobacco itself, if I take out this heat stick, this tobacco in this heat stick can do no damage to me. No damage to me. I'm going to try. No damage. This can do no damage to me, right? I can put it in my mouth. I can put it in my ear. I can pull it out of my nose. I can do whatever I want with it. Tobacco itself is fairly benign. It's the combustion that is the enemy. I'll just throw that heat stick away. I don't care. It's the combustion that's the enemy. So heat not burn is a perfectly helpful and legitimate harm reduction method. Cannabis users have been using it for a very, very long time. I've personally been using the DynaVap and the Volcano for a really, really long time, and that heats and vaporizes loose leaf, whatever material, cannabis product. God juice on the God coils. See clouds and coils. I was thinking about doing that, and then I thought that might just be overkill. We might actually summon the second coming if I put God juice on the God coils. I feel like that's like dividing by zero. It would just rip a hole in the universe, and we wouldn't be able to recover. There'd be no recovering. Patrick Conquest, it's my birthday and I want a crab It's my birthday and I want a crab person. Crab people. Holy crap. Well, happy fucking birthday, Patrick Conquest. Happy birthday to 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 you. Happy birthday, Patrick Conquest. Cheers. Yep, this is definitely a 10.5% beer. That's fine. Jake, very gracious. No, Jules, I apologize. That said Jake to me for a second. Jules, I love it when I can catch a live one. Thanks, Nick, for what you do and keeping me on the vape and narrow for over a year now. Congratulations. 1 year without combustion? That is spectacular. I love that so much, Jules. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kelvin, very gracious of you. Just noticed you have a Lemmy poster. Fuck yeah, I got a Lemmy poster. Trick question. Lemmy is God, asshole. I just like Motorhead. They're a great band. I got to see Motorhead a couple of times in my life. I got to see Motorhead in Las Vegas with my wife literally weeks before Lemmy passed away. So rest in peace, Lemmy. I love me some Lemmy. Matt Sinister, I need a shirt that says I vape, I vote, I power bomb. It would just be a one-off shirt, bro. Just for you. I vape, I vote, I power bomb. Tom, that's very gracious of you. I'm a veteran of Afghanistan. Oh, thank you very much for your service, Tom. Started smoking at 20 while I was overseas. It's a real thing. Everybody smokes when in combat. Yeah, in fact, I had another comment of the week here that I was going to share. I can't put this up on the screen right now, but Ivan, oh yes I can. Why am I being lazy? Don't be lazy, Nick. Ivan. I've had this waiting for a bit till we could talk about the military, but here's what Ivan had to say. He said, my father was basically forced to pick up smoking in Vietnam. They had no choice. Take a smoke break, and if you didn't smoke, you dig. Who would choose manual labor over sitting and smoking, especially in the late 60s? His smoking likely contributed to me smoking, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. It was in military rations for decades. Decades. It was in military rations. Just smoke. And like Ivan said, if you don't smoke, you dig. Oh, whoops. Ivan's still up here. If you don't smoke, you dig. And who's going to choose manual labor? Honestly, who's going to choose manual labor over just sitting and smoking a cigarette? I want to believe that Tom Miller. I want to believe that Henry Martin has nothing but the best intentions in mind. Appreciate you, Tom. Jake Scrapwood, very gracious of you. T-bad as me getting my finger cut by the Trooper mod I was making for you. Mod got caught on the drill press, and it took about took 2 of your fingers off? All right. Well, look, I appreciate you going through that for this mod because it's been a staple, Jake Scrapwood, a staple. If I'm not using it, I'm charging it. And if I'm not charging it, I'm using it. And that's just the way it is. I run all sorts of toppers on it. For a while, I was running the big old, Steam Crave. RDTA on it, and it was amazing. It was amazing. In fact, I just want to vape this again right now. God damn it, that is good. God damn it, that is good. Thomas, very gracious of you, just throwing $10 to Ken. I really appreciate that. Derek, very gracious of you. The cut was probably a shameless plug for Deep Cuts e-liquid. Super excited for heads and a yo-yoy. Yeah, I bet you're super excited for heads. Oh shit, where did my window go? Okay, there it is. Almost lost it. Almost lost it there. So there we go. We got through some of the super chats. Let's do this.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could surf.
Oh, man. Hang on. Let me get some batteries. Let me get some batteries real quick. Oh, I don't have any charged 21700s. All right, I was going to put this Recoil RDA on the Aspen Modco Monarch Lite, but I have literally 0 charged 2700 batteries right now. So I think let's just put it on the OhmVape Druga. Not Druga, the OhmVape V200. We'll put my RDA to the side and we'll put an original recipe, Recoil RDA. In fact, here's where I'm going to be kind of much more of an asshole is someone sent me a Recoil RDA and I don't remember who did this, but they made it so it was an 810 drip tip on top. 810 drip tip. And so you can just throw an 810 drip tip in there and it's kind of amazing. But I got a Recoil RDA all ready to go. Dwayne, which one should I do? The clear one or the black one? Clear black. Which one, Dwayne? We're doing some liquid tasting right now, Dwayne. Which one? Clear or black? Clear or black? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Are you listening? Let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to open both of them and mix them together. They kind of smell... They smell the same. They smell very similar. Dwayne, you got to let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick one. Kent says clear. Well, with all due respect, John. Just kidding. It's not Kent's juice. I want the word. They're both the same. Okay, well, John Haymaker said black. So I trust John Haymaker over Kent. All right. God juice. All right. Well, that's something. I don't even know what this is supposed to taste like. This was all just a big long con, wasn't it? Dwayne, I can see you. I can picture you laughing. Bro. I can picture you laughing at home going, oh, how am I going to get Nick to taste my new liquid on his vlog? I'll just tell him it's a God juice. I was honestly expecting a DIY liquid to show up, just like no labels or anything. But it's heads. It's heads. Oh, is that your old Recoil Kevin Chocolate? Is this your Recoil Kevin Chocolate? We've got a super chat from Kevin Chocolate. Is this your Recoil Kevin Chocolate? All right. Well, I'm using it. I'm using it for the God juice, which evidently turned out to be heads. What do you mean you don't laugh like that? What do you mean you don't laugh like that? I've been your friend long enough to know how you laugh. That's how you laugh. You always do that. Bro. And you say, bro. Oh. What's with these fucking O-rings, bro? These O-rings are tight as fuck. Well, at least I got it lined up with the coils, kind of. All right. Well, we got some OhmBoy heads. AKA God juice. You know, I really expected more from you, Dwayne. I really expected more from you. But anyway, let's give this a try. I'm actually really excited to try this. It's a 0.13, so I'm going to turn this up. We're just going to start this off at a reasonable 80 watts. Sure. 80 watts. I'm going to take a toot. Here's the inaugural toot of the God Juice. The God Juice, a.k.a. Heads. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with this. I'm just going to sit back for just one hot second. So I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to sit with it for just a second. I'll come back and I will... Look, I didn't expect to see so many racial jokes in the fucking chat. Ridiculous. Just stop. I'm going to sit back with this for just 1 second. And I'm going to vape it and we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So I'm going to cut off the mic right now. So just go silent. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say about it so far. It's not throaty. So anyone who is betting on that I would say throaty, it's not throaty. It's not throaty. The poison's kicking in. It's not throaty. It's not throaty. It's one of the few liquids I've had from Dwayne that's not throaty. It tastes to me, it's not cucumber. Dwayne, I need a straight up answer from you so I can judge this accordingly. Is this just heads? Is this heads? You sent me heads. Here's the thing, Duchess Coils. Here's the thing, Duchess Coils. It's not throaty. The forward flavor that I get from it is like a lemonade flavor. Is that what I'm supposed to be getting? It's like a lemonade flavor, right? The base of it is lemonade. I get lemonade. I get like whispers of Dynamite Fuse. It tastes to me like he made Dynamite Fuse better and less throaty somehow, because I stand by what I said, that the original Dynamite Fuse was throaty AF. It's not throaty. Oh, it's heads with laxatives in it. All right. Right on, Jeremy Clark. It's peach lemonade. That's really what I get from it the most, is like Strawman head. To me, I get like a really, really nice peach lemonade. I'm not saying that this could replace the mango as like my all-day jam, but I get a really peach lemonade. It almost tastes like Smack's Lick It with like anarchist lemonade, but if anarchist pink lemonade wasn't pink lemonade, if it was like a yellow lemonade. I get yellow lemonade and peach. Like, that's the overwhelming flavors that I'm getting out of this right now. It's really nice. It's not too sweet, but it is a sweet liquid. It is a sweet liquid. Peach is the carrier. Okay, I get peach. I get peach lemonade. Like real peach lemonade. Maybe a little bit of apple, maybe like a whisper of strawberry. Just a cough of strawberry in there. But the overwhelming flavor that I get is peach. Peach lemonade. It's real peachy. It's real just peachy. It's real peachy, real lemonade-y, real lemonade-ish. In fact, I need a taller drip tip because this recoil just gets so hot, you know? It's unbelievable how hot this recoil gets. Peach lemonade. It's beautiful. It's refreshing. It's fresh. It's vibrant. Peach lemonade. Apple is a little bit there, like a red apple flavor. And like I said, I'm making it up now, John. You're making it up. You can't prove I'm wrong. Lemonade, peach, a little bit of apple, a hair of strawberry. Is that what's in it? The apple peach kind of do go together a little bit. Like, it's like apple peach lemonade. Apple peach lemonade. Very little strawberry, Ruby. Very, like, a little bit of strawberry. But I get apple peach. I get like apple peach lemonade. The first thing I tasted, I felt like was lemonade. Are these bottles different? Because now I definitely taste strawberry in it. Peach. That's what I taste. Right after lemonade, I tasted lemonade, and then I worked backwards. It was like lemonade, peach, and then I can kind of get like Fuse. Fuse has like a certain, I don't know, like flavor, like experience to it, and it tastes a little bit like Dynamite Fuse, but the majority of what I get is peach lemonade. Peach lemonade. It tastes like apple, like strawberry, just this much strawberry, apple, peach, lemonade. And I don't know whatever build you had in here, Kevin Chocolate, but these coils are crackly AF, and I love the shit out of it. Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne. All right. Heads, you know? Is it a God juice? I don't know. I don't know if it's a God juice. Nectarine cucumber. Come on now. Rhett Falls. Peach. Peach lemonade. That's what I get out of it. It's delicious. It's not throaty. It's not too sweet. It is sweet. It's approaching the sweetness fence, but it's not yet jumped up on top of the sweetness fence, or it's not even looking over the edge of the sweetness fence. It can see the sweetness fence like this close, but it's not up on top of the sweetness fence yet. Really good, Dwayne. Really good. Kent invented peach. That's what I heard. Let's pair it with some beer. Awful. Truly awful. Yeah. So, all right, OhmBoyOC. Well, thank you for the heads. I got 2 bottles of it now. I'm mixing the caps. Look at that. Look at this. Unity, you know? Racial unity right there. And you can't say otherwise. Peach lemonade. Peach lemonade. Peach lemonade. One more time for you. Peach lemonade. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man from a factory downtown. I used to rock a Presidents of the United States of America t-shirt. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. All right. Peach lemonade, apples, a little bit of strawberry. I feel like it's a winner. I actually really like this. And for the record, with the exception of mango, I do not like Dwayne's liquids. Just don't like them. And I'm sorry, I don't want to rag on you too hard right now. Never enjoyed the Vapor Treat stuff. Passively enjoyed Fuse, except it was way too throaty for me. Mango is the first e-liquid that Dwayne has made where I went, okay, yes, boosh, that's what it is. And this is delightful. Straight up delightful. If you were a fan of Fuse, I feel like you're going to be into this. Nice. All right, God juice. Quote unquote God juice. Now, here's the challenge that I'm going to throw out there on the floor to anybody watching this. If you want to submit a DIY liquid as a God juice, I will taste it on the vlog and I will judge it for you. And I will see how it stacks up. I will see how it stacks up against the Lord. Oh, got a little throaty on me, Dwayne. Did you hear that? Got a little throaty on me, bro. It's really quite good, Dwayne. I think you did a real good job on this. Cheers. Cheers to you, Dwayne. Yep. There's the smoke detector. Get that pickle? Appreciate you. Vaping up a storm in here. All right. Well, that was the God juice, which turned out to be heads, which is kind of honestly truly delicious. And I commend you, Dwayne, for getting me to taste your liquid in a live stream. You were real sneaky about it. Real fucking sneaky about it. But you did it, and damn it, it's delicious. You did good. You done good. You done me proud. You done me proud, Dwayne. One more time, peach freaking lemonade is what it tastes like to me. That's really good. That's really good. It's damn hell ass good. So, all right, we got a little bit of time left. I actually do not have a getting to know GrimmGreen this week. I didn't pick out a record. Went to the doctor again today. Going to the doctor again tomorrow. Nothing to be concerned about. Nothing to be worried about. Just some things that I'm getting taken care of, you know? Just taking care of some things. And that's all I'm willing to say about that. Had an ultrasound of my testicles today, if anybody's curious. That's what I'm getting taken care of. Anyway, let's wrap this up with some retro vaping. You know, we haven't done a good retro vaping, so let's wrap this vlog up. I'll save the rest of the super chats till the end. Let's do some retro vaping. Boosh. It's actually not going to be setting our Wayback Machines to 2009. In fact, the retro vaping that I have tonight isn't even. I mean, it's a retro vaping, but it's a product that I have never put on YouTube. I bought one of these at the suggestion of a lot of people on the internet. A lot of people on the internet were just saying, you got to buy this. You got to buy this. Oh, it's so great. Oh, it's so great. You got to buy this. You got to buy this. It's the best. It's one of the best RDAs out there. I'm talking about the Wasp Nano. Okay. I went and bought a Wasp Nano way back in 2018. So a few years ago, I bought a Wasp Nano and I vaped it for a few days and I kind of went, yeah, that's fine. And then I just put it away and just never vaped it again. I never talked about it on YouTube. I never posted a picture on Instagram. I never tweeted about it. Never did anything with the Wasp Nano. And as I was digging through some stuff recently, I ran across my Wasp Nano. And I thought, damn it, that would actually make a really good retro vaping. Ian, no, bro. You don't get to see the ultrasound of my testicles. That's just not a thing. Here's the thing. Like all men... And let's speak to some men's health here. This is men's health hour before we do the retro vaping. You should always feel your testicles all the time, as much as you can. Every time in the shower, just inspect your balls. Just inspect your balls. It's no different than a woman giving herself her own breast examination. I was feeling my balls like I do, you know. And at one point, I had reached around like to the inside of my right testicle and I felt a little bump. And it scared the shit out of me. Like actually scared the living shit out of me. And so I instantly made an appointment with the urologist and I went and saw my urologist and he's a really great doctor. And he gave me the whole 1-2, the whole examination. And he said, yeah, I feel it too. It's kind of a little bump on your testicle. And I said, yeah, good. I mean, I'm glad that you felt that too. Cause that's, as a guy, that's terrifying to me. So I went and had a CAT scan and I went and had an ultrasound today. It's just a little cyst. It's not like cancerous or anything. It's not cancerous or anything. It's just a little cyst. He explained to me the way that the anatomy of a testicle and the way that it works and how there's this fleshy thing on the outside. And he's like, it's kind of in between these two layers on your testicle. It's just a tiny little cyst. He said, there's nothing you could have done to have prevent this. He's like, there's nothing you can do to make it go away. There's no changes in your diet you can make. There's nothing you can do to make this go away. It's just going to be a thing. It's just going to be there. And every time from now on, when you inspect your testicles and you feel the little bump, you go, okay, that's just that tiny little cyst. There's no need to freak out. Okay. So that's what was happening. It's a little speck. It's just a little tiny thing. But the first time as a guy that you feel a thing, yeah, we're going off script talking about my balls. That's fine. It's important. You know, they're ticking time bags, as Michael Scott would say. They're ticking time bags. And you know, as a guy, when you're touching your balls your whole life and inspecting your balls your whole life, and the first time you feel a little thing, that's scary. That's a scary thing. And I didn't want to be with that person that says, you know, oh, we could have get this, you know, if we had found this sooner, we could have saved your balls. But, you know, so I'm taking care of it. I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow. It turns out I also have a really large kidney stone in one of my kidneys as well. That's what the CT scan showed. I have a huge kidney stone. I'm trying to get that pulverized. And as Dwight says, I will tip my urologist because I can't pulverize my own kidney stone. So there you go. That's the health update. I'm doing okay. That's just a thing that I've been going through. That's where a lot of my anxiety recently had been coming from, on top of everything else like that, you know. Ladies, yeah, breast exams, guys, touch your balls all the time, inspect them all the time, and go see a urologist if you ever feel anything, okay? That's my advice to you. That's my health advice to you. So back to the stream now. Back to retro vaping. Wasp Nano RSA. It's a squonker, and I've got it sitting on top of my my top side. And I just don't like squonking. You know? Yeah, I got a 21700 in here. Perfect. Whoops. Put it upside down. I guess that'll help. I just don't like squonking anymore, and that's where I'm landing. I just don't like squonking. It's annoying. I hate the bottles. I hate the bottle taste that I get from silicone bottles. There is a flavor to them that I pick up on that I hate. I hate the bottle flavor. I hate refilling bottles. I would much rather just have a thing and have a bottle and then drip it and then vape it and then self-administer my own liquid to my own mouth. That's my preferred way to vape, is a dripper. Just don't like squonking. So I pulled out my topside light or not my topside light, my top side, and this liquid has been just sitting in here for probably a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year. So what we're going to do is we're just going to squonk whatever's in here onto this Wasp Nano, and it's going to squirt out the sides, of course, because the Wasp Nano does kind of suck. I know that people praise this thing for being like a real cheap RSA, but it kind of sucks. I didn't really enjoy it, which is why I didn't do a review for it. And I just didn't like it very much. And so what I'm going to do to try to prevent this Wasp Nano from leaking so much is I offset my airflow so I can squonk it, get some liquid up there. We're going to do a few more squonks, get some liquid up there. We're just going to vape whatever was sitting in this topside light. And it could be a myriad. It could be a myriad of liquids. No idea what's in this. Not a clue. But looks like we got it nice and saturated there. And look, if you're a vapor that's on a budget, like, everybody has vape budget hands. I got vape budget hands. Not everybody can afford a Gambit or a Hadley or something like that, like those little squonk atomizers that were really popular. Wasp Nano is a perfectly serviceable, yeah, exactly, DP Lewis, an actual random liquid tasting. It tastes like cinnamon. Why does it taste like cinnamon? I don't even know what's in here. Let's adjust these ohms accordingly. Let's adjust these watts accordingly. It's a 0.25, so I'm going to leave it at about 60 watts. 60 watts. It's a little slurpy right now, but that's okay. We're going to kind of vape through this. Plastic bottle. Silicone bottle. Apparently that's the liquid that I had in here. Silicone bottle. That actually could be yig. That very well could be yig in there. That could be yig in there, man. And the Wasp Nano, I'm going to try to show you this on camera. Nope. Will it focus? Yeah. It's just a little single coil guy. It's a clone of basically every tiny little squonking RSA that ever existed. The Gambit and the Hadley, things like, they're all very similar, single clamps, single coil in the middle, squonk pin in the middle, airflow comes in from the sides. The only exception is the Wasp Nano has a smoky black plastic. I want to say that it's Ultem, but I'm not sure. I don't know if Ultem comes in like a smoky color. Your Wasps is on the shelf in its box, and that's where it'll stay. Yeah, it was kind of really not a great atomizer, Not a great atomizer. It was fine. Like I said, it's fine. It will vape, and it's a single coil, and it's tiny, and it's pretty flavorful. I didn't really care for the fit and finish. I didn't really care for building it very much. I definitely didn't really care for these really super, the loosest O-rings of all time. I don't want to mention other RDAs that had really loose O-rings, the original Twisted Messes RDA a little bit, had those kind of weak O-rings on it. Weak O-rings, plastic cap. I bought the thing. It was like $22 or something. Like $21 back in the day. It was dirt cheap. It might have been even cheaper than that. You could probably find one now for like, what, 10, 12 bucks. The flavor's good on it. But just overall, my experience with it is I didn't like not being able to use my own drip tip. I was forced to use this little swoopy little thing because of the plastic cap. Didn't enjoy that very much. There was just a lot about this that I didn't really enjoy. It's fine, it's holding up right now. And this is definitely silicone bottle mixed with yig. It's definitely silicone bottle. The longer that your liquid sits in that gross ass squonking silicone bottle, it just leaches that flavor. And that's why I can't squonk anymore, is because I taste it. I taste the bottle and it makes me insane. I do want to try that new Tony B squonker. I was just confused there for a second because I thought OhmBoyOC invented that bottom filling method. Doesn't much matter. I really do want to try Tony B's new squonker, but I don't. I know it's one of those things I'm just going to try and maybe review and then never use again because I can always taste the bottle. Very whistly, Chris. It was very, very whistly. And the airflow wasn't smooth at all. It was just sharp, jagged, ugly airflow. But that's definitely yig mixed with a bottle. So, it's whatever. It seems like a lot of you guys have tried the Wasp Nano. It's just one of those things where if you want a tiny little squonky RSA, then you can go spend, 10, 12 bucks on a Wasp Nano and have that type of experience. Is it as good as something like anything from Cyclone, like the Hadley? Certainly not. I love the Hadley. I love that little Gambit RDA from back in the day. That's one I'm going to dig out soon and do a retro vaping for. That thing kicks ass. I always taste the bottle, Lando, and that's why I can't squonk anymore. But it's whatever. It is what it is. It's a cheap little RSA, the Wasp Nano. And I was trying to think of ways that I could have put this on YouTube, and I wanted to make it real clickbaity and say things like, you're all wrong, the Wasp Nano sucks. But that's not, I didn't want to be too clickbaity. The Wasp Nano, I would rate it as like a meh. It's like a meh. It's an RDA, and it vapes. Does it vape? Technically, yes. But so what? It kind of vapes. Squonkers just taste like a bottle to me. Okay, it's actually vaping okay. It's actually vaping pretty good. It's a solid 3 out of 7. It's like a solid 4 out of 7, I would say. Oh my gosh, Mr. Pascal, that is an incredible idea. I will pull out that moonshot. I'm going to pull out the moonshot. I recently went through every vape box that I have, and I'm missing a lot of toppers. But I'm going to try to find that moonshot and do that for retro vaping really soon. My wound is healing perfectly well underneath this Band-Aid. Appreciate that. What? Who's texting me? Damn it. Oh, that's my mom. Okay, that's okay, Mom. You can text me whenever you want to. So yeah, sweet. That's it. Ending with the retro vaping. I'm going to finish up some of these super chats here, you guys, but I really appreciate you hanging out. You don't have to, but you do. You have a lot of options here on YouTube, but I really do appreciate you. I really look forward to the vlog. It's just my favorite time of the week. We get to sit in fellowship and vape and drink beer and vape God juice and have a goddamn dick butt Addy stand from Bearded Viking Customs. And it's always really fun. I love hanging out with you guys. So we're going to take this out by doing the rest of these here super chats. Where did we end up with? Jake Scrapwood, T-bad as me getting that's as bad as me getting my finger cut by the trooper. Okay, that's right. Thomas throwing some love to Ken there. I appreciate that. Derek, very gracious of you. The cut was probably a shameless plug for deep cuts. That's right. It definitely was a shameless plug for deep cuts. Jake Scrapwood, it wasn't the Empire mod. It was the Trooper. Oh, the Trooper helmet one. The Trooper helmet one. The Trooper helmet one? Why don't I remember that, Jake Scrapwood? Why don't I remember the Trooper helmet mod? I remember In fact, I keep this over here because I think it's so cool. This was from you, right? This brick that was a goat head that was in this really green acrylic. I know believe you sent this to me, and I just keep it on display on my shelf over there because I think it's so cool. I mean, it's not a mod, it's not anything. It's just a block. It's just like an unusable block. But I kept this. Why don't I remember a trooper mod? I apologize, Jake Scrapwood. I'm better than that, and I apologize. Kevin Chocolate, it's about time you busted out my recoil. Yes, it's good. It got to experience the God juice from Dwayne. Still really good. I get a strong Dynamite Fuse sensation from it. I get peach lemonade on the inhale. I get Dynamite Fuse on the exhale. Yeah. Not the real Gerard Butler. Love the 10% beer vlog. Man, shit. Me too. Cheers. Here's to you guys. I can't finish that off just yet. Jake appreciate you, Lee. Jake Scrapwood, cause I broke it. It's on my IG. Yes, I sent that to you. Okay, yeah, so you sent me that. All right, I'll check out your IG. I'll check out your IG and see what caused you to almost lose 2 of your freaking fingers. Shout out to Jake Scrapwood. You know, you're one of those guys. You've come a long way. I still have that series box from you. I have that botched mod from you, and you have taken it to another level. Your custom mod is just one of the most beautiful things. Like, I don't mean this in any sort of like negative way, but you're like the most improved player. That mod is beautiful. It is a beautiful mod, and I love the crap out of it. Okay. Beautiful mod, and I love the crap out of it. We got one more super chat before we wrap this up from Steve. Oh, very cool of you. That's the note I want to end on. Just a little something for Ken. Yeah. Just a little something for Ken. Yep. We're going to add this up. Can somebody add up all the super chats? Can somebody do that? No, I'll do it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Damn it. That means I have to wait a few days. I should have been adding these up as I went along to see how much money I'm going to PayPal Ken. But this vlog is dedicated to Ken. This vlog is dedicated to CASA.org. If you haven't already, go donate. Huge shout out to Kent Twisted Messes making a big donation to CASA. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make a big donation. I'm going to do monthly payments to CASA because I want to make sure. I'm sorry I'm peaking so much. I didn't realize that until right now. I want to make a big monthly payments to CASA. I just want them to have continuous funding. If everybody set up like $2 a month, you can afford $2 a month. I can afford $2 a month. I can afford $5 a month, $10 a month, just to go to CASA to make sure that they stay funded because they are critical to the operation here, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. No getting to know GrimmGreen this week, so the Spotify playlist remains as it is. I've been listening to it like crazy. Every time I get in the car, every time I ride my bike, I listen to the jams, the Getting to Know GrimmGreen jams. I'll have a link in the description where you can check out that Spotify playlist because it's nothing but bangers. But let me take a quick look around the room. Make sure I didn't forget anything. No? Good. We're good there. I think we're good everywhere. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good everywhere. So I'm just going to hang out with some OhmBoyOC God Juice, some heads. And I have to finish this beer real quick. Boosh. Nothing but love for you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I say this every week, but you guys that make it here to the end of the vlog, you're just my favorite people on earth. If I ever get the chance in a post-COVID world to meet you IRL, I do dispense crisp high fives, or we can go in for the full hug. That's one thing I miss, is just hugging people. Just want to give people hugs, and I miss it, and COVID's keeping us from that, and don't like it. Don't enjoy it even a little bit. So that's where I'm going to end this, you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. And remember, no matter what anybody tells you, vaping is still at least 95% less harmful than burning deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. So yeah, you guys, let's keep on vaping. Be excellent to each other, everybody. Peace.